Hello, and here is a quick video on how I like to get full fills on any fountain pen that uses a screw-operated piston. So any uh, any cartridge converter or piston filler that uses a screw piston on it. Here's how you can get a full fill almost every time, regardless of whether that piston filler or converter has any displacement issues. Sometimes some of them don't like to fill all the way if you try to fill them normally. Here's how you get around that. I'm not gonna take credit for inventing this, as I've learned this from somewhere else. I've kind of forgotten where I learned to do this, so but I haven't seen that many videos on this, so I thought I'd make one real quick. And we're even going to do a little bit of hard mode here. We're going to fill from a sample vial. This is J. Herbon Pasha de Lune. And first thing was we're going to need some paper towels. So let's do that real quick. We're not going to need that many. And here we have a Platinum Century 3776, and it is just about empty. Okay, yeah, you didn't need my hand, you can see that. Alright, so I'm going to set that down, and now that we have our pen disassembled, the first thing we're going to do is, well, I got to open this up. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe this after I open it, just to make sure, just to keep any more ink from getting on my fingers. I was filling a different pen earlier. And, okay, so we're gonna start out a bit how you're probably already familiar. We're going to put this in here, and we are going to start filling it as we usually would, but we're only going to fill it part way. Now there we go, and we're going to stop. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm not trying to fill it all the way just yet. You can see that I only fill it just a little bit to fill. I'm only trying to fill the feed and part of the converter. And I'm going to flip this upside down, and I'm going to retract it the rest of the way. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to pull that ink out of the feed, and it's going to cause it to fall to the bottom of the converter, like that. So this means that since the ink is no longer in the feed, it's not going to bubble out of there when we expel the air. So now we're going to extend the piston until the ink starts coming up around the feed. Just like that. You can kind of see that going out there, starting to bubble up, and it's because we just put that ink back into the feed, but now without the air. And now we're going to put it back in, and we're going to fill it the rest of the way. And there we go. And let's go ahead and close that back up. And we'll wipe this off. Alright, now check that out. See, we got an almost complete fill. There's just a tiny bubble at the end, but it's kind of barely there. Now, this will work for, this is a very good way to get almost complete fills on pretty much any pen with a screw piston in it. This can get around problems like that bubble you always get when filling a TWSBI Eco, the Pilot Con 40, that often has problems. This will get around that. I haven't seen that many videos on this method, so I thought I'd make one. And well, why not? Let's do a quick writing test. Oops. Yeah, okay, so there is one caveat to this, is that sometimes you want to wipe the feed because this has a tendency to get it so full it's going to burp ink a little bit when you're done. So sometimes you might want to put a little additional bubble in there just to prevent that. Okay. And well, there we go. There you have it. That's how you can get a full fill on pretty much any piston filler or cartridge converter that uses screw piston. So, all right, that's it.